So now we have all the ingredients to understand why some of us are poor in English or any language. Most of us, as we have learned at the beginning of this chapter, fake our ability to understand by listening and reading. Fewer, but still, many of us are able to fake our ability to make ourselves understood through talking and writing. The reality is that 90% of people are not who they claim they are, at least in terms of language capacity. They are what we have been calling impostures. In this section, I want to delve into what it means really to be an imposter and try to put some kind of matrix in this concept of imposture. To that end, I have devised the diagram that you can see. First, let us understand one block. In each block, there is a rectangle that begins from 1 and ends in M, which stands for master's degree. B stands for bachelor's degree. Obviously, the letters 1 to 12 correspond to the classes in the academic system. The left rectangle is the actual academic class that the person is in or has completed. Then the same rectangle is replicated on the right side. This shows the actual English or language standard of that person. So in the first block, we have a normal person who is not an imposter. As you can see, shown by the arrow, if the person is in class 10 or has completed that particular class, then the arrow is straight and he has a corresponding English standard of the same class. It follows that somebody who is or has completed a master's degree would have the capacity to listen, talk, read, and write as expected from that particular master's degree level. The next middle block is what I call imposter syndrome. It's a very popular term nowadays. Many people feel that way. In fact, everybody who is normal will feel that way at some point in their lives. It just means that we feel that we should not be where we are and we should not be trusted to complete the responsibility that we have been trusted that we can complete. We have this self-doubt, but it is healthy. Also, in terms of language skills, it would mean something as shown in the diagram. This person, although would be in grade 12 or would have completed it, would only be able to listen, talk, read, and write like somebody in class 9. So this person has a capacity which is actually 3 years below what he is supposed to have. In my opinion, this is very natural. It is acceptable. After some hard work and using various softwares and artificial intelligence, this person, in terms of language, would be able to be at par with what is expected from him. So for somebody who is suffering from imposter syndrome, there is still hope that with hard work and proper guidance, they can meet the standard they are expected to be in. The third block are the real imposters. Now, these are the real problematic people. They are the hardest to identify. They would have been able to fool everybody until they reach grade 12 or even a master's degree. As you can see in the diagram, they are as much as 8 grades below what is expected from them. If they fail in the exams, such students will give excuses like they fell into bad company, they got lazy, and nowadays the easiest scapegoat is the mobile phone. The sad part is no subject teacher, even the English teachers, are able to identify the real impostures. The teachers as well as the students are happy to end the diagnosis as a lazy student. But the truth is that they stopped adding the language skills after reaching class 4. You'll ask, why is it so important to identify real impostures? Well, what if they were your children? Wouldn't you want to help them even though they don't want to be helped? This is exactly what this section is for. It is for school owners, college owners, and anybody who has the capacity to bring structural changes in the educational system. I want you to make a provision to help the real impostures come out into the open. I want you to have systems to help them upgrade themselves. By so doing, you will not only benefit those children or teenagers, but your brand will be associated with the capacity to transform underperforming students to high performing students in droves. Of course, when somebody is in grade 12 or doing his master's degree, you cannot go back teaching him like somebody in grade 4. However, it's undeniable that his capacity is not above that. So, in this section, I've provided various ways in which adults can build up their language skills without the humiliation of sitting in the grade that they actually belong. I want you to explore further on the techniques and principles that I've outlined and maybe turn that into a system that your education institution can use to help such real impostures. The syllabus makers of English and any language would best know what a student in grade 1 should be able to do in terms of listening, talking, reading, and writing. To help the real impostures, there should be some kind of table whereby the real impostures can find guidance. They should be able to know how they can improve their language capacity based on such a table. In the first column, there would be the class, and in the second column, there would be the expected listening skills. The third column would be the expected talking skills. You guessed it, the third and fourth will be the writing and reading skills expected for that particular class. So this would be something that the syllabus makers should have to develop. This chapter and even this book is in no capacity to achieve such a feat of making this landmark language skill stable, but it's needed. Of course, table is just a simple visualization of my solution. It should be a guidebook of a kind, or even a software or artificial intelligence inbuilt system. Whatever form it takes, it will help the real impostures upgrade themselves. I feel really sorry for them. I meet them a lot in my counseling sessions. At first, they're always ashamed to open up, but then after some cajoling, they always are happy to let me into their secrets, and they learn. But such people tend to disappear into the crowd. Then there is no way for me to get them back. I am just a counselor, and I'm not the system. What I have concluded is we need a real system based on the 4 brain learning approach that I have talked about in this book so thoroughly. Anyways, whoever takes up this mission will do a great justice to the universe by helping millions of students becoming educated, really educated, so that they can listen, talk, write, and read as they thought they should have been able to do. This will open up so many doors for them, both in terms of career and in terms of personal happiness.